Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the Dave Ramsey plan and some do's and don'ts, what worked for us or what has been working for us and what hasn't. First, I wanted to recap. I did have some videos uploaded on my YouTube back from 2015, but it we were debt free and then we lapsed. But as you can see, I believe this happens to everybody who first tries Dave Ramsey, because I think what's happening is that we don't follow the rules 100%. So in 2015, we did get out of debt. We were like in baby six, number six, which is paying off our home. And what happened was, right after I did the video, about a month later, my husband lost his job. So that being said, after that, then everything fell like dominoes. Then once he found a job, it wasn't paying as much as he was getting paid. Then I lost my job sometime in 2016, which those are the current videos that you see now that I decided to do my budget and everything that had to do with Dave Ramsey and my bullet journal. From back in 2015, when my husband lost his job, what I came to realization now is that we piled up debt. My husband decided to go back to school because he was having issues finding a job. So we ended up doing Sally Mae because we didn't have enough money saved up for that, because we needed the money to pay for our mortgage and our bills and all that stuff. Of course, we saved up the 6 months, but after we saved up the 6 months, of course, he didn't have a job, so it did help a little bit, but not enough. So what happened was, I think this is what happens to everybody, is that you go back to the credit cards. We did not close the accounts. We did cut them up, as you can see from my fancy little jar. We did cut them up, but we did not close the accounts. So what happened was, we ended up going back to living on the credit cards. So right now, once again, even though in 2016 we did pay off, I do have it written here, we did pay off, I guess, $40,000 in debt, but it wasn't enough. We still have debt, so we're back to baby step one. We only have $1,000 saved, so you can see, and we're back on all the credit cards. Well, now because of the new year, I have a full-time job. My husband has a full-time job. We are starting this, I believe, the right way. So we called the credit card companies. We did close the accounts. They were not too happy. I was very frantic and very nervous about it. I'm still nervous about it. We called between yesterday and today and closed all the accounts. Of course, my husband's truck, because now we had all this debt. My husband had a Ford F-150 that went kapoop. We didn't have enough money because he wasn't making enough money, so we ended up buying a Toyota. Yes, with a loan. So we have the Toyota, we have the credit cards. We decided to go back to school, and of course the little bit we paid off on our home, but it didn't do too much because of the job loss. Now we have more credit cards. So now that we close the accounts, now I get to shred these. But I think this is like the number one error that everyone does. People don't end up closing their accounts. And what happens is, when you end up in a jam, you end up going back to credit cards, buying junk that you don't really need. So we're hoping that 2017 would bring us good luck, and we're cutting off the credit cards. We closed off the accounts. We're going to have faith, because we are faithful people now, more than what we were in 2015, and we're going to have faith that God will provide. and we're cutting up the credit cards. So I am going to speed up the process, but I am going to cut off the credit cards. I just wanted to show you guys that we are cutting off the credit cards, so I'll speed that process up. But I wanted to show you guys that on my bullet journal is how I'm keeping up with all of my stuff now. So I keep out the register, my envelopes are on my bullet journal. I no longer stuff envelopes. We keep our budget in a bullet journal. What else do we do in a bullet journal? Well, besides the envelope, we do our register and we do our budget. So this is the new way of our budget that has been working for me. I did the 4 weeks because now I'm full-time on my job. Now I get paid in a different way than I was doing it before, so I had to set it up. As you can see, I'm still trying to work it on how to get better at it, because this is the first month that we've been getting paid by my new job, the current job. So it's like starting all over again. And I think the reason why we end up starting all over again is because we don't cut off our credit cards. I think this is very important in the baby steps for Dave Ramsey. I believe people fall off the wagon, and I think, well, I don't think, I know that the reason is because they don't cut off their credit cards. So now it's like starting all over again. Since 2016, because of the loss of the job, the car broke down, and all that stuff, now we have debt again. So I am going to cut off the credit cards. I'm going to speed up the process, but enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. God bless. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will be setting up more videos about this. I did delete all the other videos because, one, they were very old, and two, I'm not debt free anymore. So why keep something that is a total lie? And I wanted to make sure that I tell people what's been not helping us to complete our journey, and it's the credit cards. We fall back on them all the time. So if they're not here, the accounts are closed, there's nothing we can fall back on but ourselves and cash. So here I go.